Op is overwhelmed with finances and domestic tasks while her husband is away at work. I am not Op. Original post by you, Buzzkill Wi-Fi in R. Am I the asshole? Trigger warnings. Financial abuse. Less than. Mood spoilers. Happy ending. According to Op. Less than. And NBSP. AITA for demanding my husband quit his job? September 10, 2023. A year ago my husband got a really great job. He loves it. It over doubled our income. The problem is he's never here. It requires a lot of travel and he's gone more of the month than he's home. We have 3 kids. 8, 6, 3. We have 2 dogs. I am run ragged. I don't have any family to help me. I don't have time for friends. It's never ending. Cleaning. Kids. Cooking. Kids. Dogs. Dogs. School. Kids. Cleaning, kids, cleaning, cooking, cleaning. No time for me whatsoever. Before my husband got this job we worked opposite schedules. I worked in a restaurant per bar in the evenings. Didn't pay great but a couple really good friends worked there with me. It was how I socialized. Now that he's gone, I couldn't work that job since nobody watches kids at night. Now I work a part-time retail job I hate with what are essentially children. In comparison to me, I don't get to socialize like I used to. I only work the hours my kids are in school. But we have after-school activities, homework, dogs, dinner, never-ending chores, etc. There is no time for me. I don't even get to sleep alone since my 6-year-old has night terrors. When my husband was here, things felt more divided. I still did a lot during the day, but it wasn't never-ending. There would still be days I didn't have to worry about lunches or bath time or homework because my husband would pick up the slack. I could go out with friends from time to time. Don't even get me started on what it's like when the kids get sick and then I inevitably get sick. It's absolute misery and he's not around to see it. I'm left drowning. But he doesn't want to quit. He loves his job and that's fair. I can see he's way happier now. But what about me? Don't I matter? I don't know how I'm supposed to get through this. I demanded for the sake of my sanity he quit his job. But he exploded. He thinks we're doing better than ever. We could get a bigger house soon. We live in 2-bedroom rancher but I like it. That the kids will have so many more opportunities, etc. And he's not wrong. But what about me? AITA? Verdict. No a-holes here. Per post flare. But most of the top comments are either NTA or outraged on OP's behalf. Someone suggested I add additional context OP gives in the comments. The nanny, cleaner suggestions. I personally don't have any extra money at the end of the month. I use it all on food, gas, preschool which is $40 a day etc. My husband pays the mortgage, hydro, etc. and also paying off our debts. Almost done, yay. After that he wants to look into getting a bigger house. He is saying we don't have enough extra for luxuries like that, and NBSP. He's never allowed me access to his money and he's never asked for access to mine. He likes things split, and NBSP. They aren't my kids. They are his sister's kids. She's an addict and in my opinion a lost cause. Always in and out of jail. But we've had the oldest since they were a little over a year. I am very attached to them. They call me mom. And NBSP. Update 1 same day. I sent this to my husband. A lot of people are saying he abuses me. I know in my heart this is not his intention. He is not a bad man. I want him to read through everything and really think about it and how much I'm struggling and how desperately I need his help. So many of you agree with me that I can't do it all and I'm very thankful I'm not alone in those thoughts. And NBSP. Update 2 same day. I just got off the phone with my husband. We talked for a while. Naturally he's quite upset and is feeling rather defensive. But he is very sorry. That is not an easy thing for him to say, yet he said it very clearly multiple times. He is going to try to catch a flight home tomorrow. He going to take a week or two off work to help me get some things set up in place for me. Hiring some house cleaning and some babysitting. He encouraged me to take time off work as well and to just stop thinking about finances for right now. He said he'll deal with it for a while. He says whenever I go back to work it won't be like it was. He will help me. He'll make sure I have some extra money and extra time. I could cry with relief. I am crying with relief, loudly crying, loudly crying, loudly crying. And NBSP. Update the 3rd of September 11, 2023. Next day. Don't know if anyone will read this. But he's home. Thank God. He's not angry. He's not yelling. He's been very affectionate and worried about me. I've seen his bank account and it's been going exactly where I've been saying debt. Helic and line of credit if it matters. And savings. For moving. He's paid off over $40,000 of debt this past year. He's not cheating. There's no other family or whatever. He's just had tunnel vision. He wants to sell our place and have all our finances in order before our mortgage is up for renewal. In 6 months, since the rates have gone way up and our mortgage will be very high. He never meant to hurt me or make me suffer. He just desperately wants out of our house and needs all the finances in order to make the transition smooth. He never realized how much I was struggling. He's been hyper-focused on what he thought was a family goal. He thought I was on the same page as him. Before he got his new job, I was not paying for everything for the kids. Somehow it just transitioned since I was with them and he wasn't. He was paying all the household bills while away and never really thought about how I was managing. In his mind he was paying all the bills and nothing was really left to me. Obviously that wasn't the case. He is going to help me a lot more going forward. And NBSP. Reminder, I am not the original poster. Flamant. You should include her comments where she explains that those aren't even her kids. But his nibblings that he insisted they take in. And that she's sleeping in the living room because the kids have the bedrooms. That woman is a saint. Yeah, I'ma need an update for this one in 3 months. Yes. Oop is burnt out and husband is stepping up now. But can he maintain that, and can they communicate without a Reddit post? It's always so weird to me that so many married couples don't have a joint account. See y'all back here for the next update when it gets worse. Oops comments. When I was a kid we had a family in the neighborhood from another country. The mother spoke very little English and the husband traveled a lot for work. Husband made a lot of money and he handled all of it. When he traveled he left her with absolutely no money. He was very controlling, and the fact that they were low on food and would need to get groceries to feed their 3 kids and herself in his absence didn't interest him. He was gone for 23 weeks at a time, many times throughout the year. That poor woman was left to steal food from the neighbors so they didn't starve. Yes, she was caught by someone. No charges were filed. Unfortunately, people had no sympathy for her as she was a foreigner. Some things don't change. And this was before food banks. They eventually moved away. To this day I still wonder if she was ever able to leave and save herself and her kids. 2 things jumped out for me. 1. Oops starting the update with, he's home. Thank God. He's not upset. He's not yelling. Like what? I don't even want to touch their relationship dynamics if she's relieved that the upshot of her being run ragged was not to be yelled at. He's the one who should be relieved she's not upset and yelling. 2. Yeah, paying off 40 grand in a year is so impressive on paper, right? Till you realize the way the husband achieved this is basically through Oop's sweat equity. He was able to funnel that much money into the debts because they were saving tons by having Oop Just do all the things they would normally pay others to do. Whoopee. Good job, dude. I'm prepared to give the benefit of the doubt to the husband. As they say, better to assume incompetence before malice. In this case, I can see the husband simply being an idiot. A pretty big idiot who needs to learn to communicate better and listen to his wife more. But still, an idiot. Without ops comments, this is missing a lot of context. Pay for a cleaner, thank you. I know everyone is super alarmed by the situation and skeptical about the husband. But honestly, when I read this I thought, oh thank God. Like yeah, maybe it doesn't work out. But idiot husband is so much better than malicious financially abusive husband. Even if financial abuse through tunnel vision and financial abuse on purpose come out to the same thing. The first post was so incredibly grim. The third update seemed like there was actually hope. I'm going to need that man to pay for a nanny to help this poor mama. She needs a break on a consistent level. Not just every now and then when she begs for her husband to come home and help out. I'm going to wish for the best and think that he just wants to give his family a better life. But I'm also a firm believer that you need to put your spouse first before your family. A happy spouse can be a more helpful parent. Why aren't they getting help from foster care? Even family gets help when taking in kids of relatives. In this area it's like $1,000 a month per child, and that was years ago. They pay for childcare as well. Utilize the services that were put in place for this exact thing. Oh great, he's getting them a bigger house for her to clean. We'll see. I'm going to reserve judgment. I'm hoping that husband has turned a corner. Because Oop is in a really rough spot and he 100% should have been able to see it. But I get how people get tunnel vision around financial concerns. I'm hoping for the best. But not convinced it's the most likely scenario. A babysitter even once a week to help out is what I would have suggested. So she gets some help while he's working a lot. Hope this works out for Op. The fact that she seems fearful of his response makes me nervous. I get having anxiety in the face of a disagreement, but she seems to be drowning and burnt out, and he is completely missing it, or it is working. I hope her fear of his response is anxiety and nothing more sinister. Husband paid off $40,000 in debt in the past year. He has been hyper-focused. He wants to look into getting a bigger house so Oop has more to clean? Question mark. Shouldn't they be getting money for the county for his sister's kids?
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.